Heel, got my boots back. Before I disturb anything out here, look how beautiful this fluffy wet snow is. I need to find I'm gonna say safe place to make today's video because I'm telling you what, they drop like bombs. It's like snow bombs. They'll drop and they will splatter all over your head. It is beautiful out here. It really is beautiful out here. I need to start with the story first. A story that kind of, let's say, inspired today's video. It's not really a all great story, but Patrick gave me a scare last night. So on his way home from work, it was about midnight, he called me and said he was stuck. All night while he was working, this was slowly falling and accumulating. So he calls me and he's like, I didn't make it up the hill. I'm stuck. I can't get out. And I'm like, oh no, because there's absolutely nothing that I can do to go and help him. So I'm thinking, oh no, he's going to have to stay in his vehicle all night. How are we going to get the vehicle home? All this stuff going through my head. It's dark, it's cold. And he says, I'm probably just going to have to walk. Now the walk would have been like 2-3 miles probably, which isn't a big deal unless there's snow. So he says, I'll call you back. I'm going to get out. I'm going to see what I can do. If I can't figure this out, I'm going to have to just walk home. So we hang up the phone call and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, Chloe, let's just pray that he's able to get home. Let's pray that he doesn't have to walk, and let's pray that this truck will get home. And then I start thinking about the what ifs. What if he did have to walk home? Or what if he just stayed in his truck all night? And that's what provoked today's video. So he was semi-prepared when he went to work. He knew he needed to put some weight in the back of his truck, and he always carries stuff around, you know, like he always has some type of a bag or a knife or something that has some type of survival things in it. So I'm not too concerned that he wouldn't have survived the night. But what about some of us that don't think of these things when winter weather comes in and we think, oh, we'll make it. But what if you don't? So knowing that this winter weather was coming in, what are some things that we can think about for future reference that we could do in case something like that happened to us? Number one, I think of blankets. Carrying or putting blankets in your vehicle. An extra change of clothes. Like when you pack your bag, you know, pack a bag, put some extra clothes in there, especially socks. Probably a couple pairs of socks just to be safe, and an extra pair of shoes of some sort. Pack some gloves. Maybe some snacks just in case, because there could be a couple different scenarios if, you know, weather moves in and you're not able to make it home and you do have to wait it out in your vehicle. You can only run that vehicle for so long before you run out of gas. And when you run out of gas and you can't run the heater, then you would have your blankets and maybe an extra change of clothes that you could layer up with. You could have your snacks just in case while you wait for someone to come and rescue you. So here's where I need to tell you that he called me back and he said that he called a wrecker service, and the wrecker service was on its way, and they were going to come and pull his truck up the hill so that he could make it home. But in the event that he would have had to have walked, his feet would have been freezing wet. His socks would have been wet because this snow is wet and slushy. It's not real soft, fluffy, and compact. So that's where the extra pair of shoes and socks would have come in handy. He's done a get home bag video in the past, but for most of us, we don't think about that kind of stuff, like that survival stuff. We just get in our vehicle and by good faith we think, oh, we'll make it home. This video is to say, what if? How can you prepare when you know weather's moving in? And for us mamas, we would need to take into account, are we going to have our babies with us, like our children with us? If so, you're going to need extra blankets, extra clothing, extra snacks, all these things. And I feel like this is just the basics. I know I'm missing some things. So if you have suggestions, comments, ideas, if you have lived this by experience, please share it in the comments for everybody to grow from. That's what this is all about, sharing and helping each other. So everything worked out. He did make it home. The truck made it home. So I feel like my prayer was answered also. He didn't have to leave the truck on the side of the road, walk home, and us have to walk back or call somebody to come and help us today. That's it for today's video. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. I hope you have an amazing and a warm day. So, I think Mother Nature is trying to have a snowball fight with me. I'm walking down our driveway. I'm at my daughter's. I'd walked my daughter down to meet her dad at the bottom of our hill. Got my boots back, and I stop and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. You know, we don't get this very often. And I'm standing there enjoying it, and here comes a snow bomb right down my neck, into my coat, and down my back. Now I'm over it. I'm just over it.